Hey y'all, good morning. It is Monday. It's a little late for me. It's 9:16. I don't know if I had talked about this that my doctor ordered a sleep study a couple of months ago, and the results came back and showed that I stopped breathing 29 times in a 1 hour sleep. Um Excuse me, I had to get some coffee. Um it came in while I was gone last week, and then I had a telephone appointment, a telephone consult with somebody there to get everything set up and fitted and all that. And last night I slept the longest I've slept with it. I believe I slept 6 hours with it on. And then during the night, it just becomes too much, and I take it off. But our goal is 4 hours a night, so getting 6 was really good. But I woke up when Shannon left for work at 6:30 and went back to sleep, and I've been awake since about 8:45. So it's got me sleeping longer, but also, like this morning, it's hard to get going. But once I get going, I don't get tired during the day. I'm about to decorate the pages for my faith journal. I can show y'all what I'm using because I felt it's important for you to see how inexpensively things can be done. This book is from Temu. I put the sticker on it. The sticker is from Temu. It came in a pack of 100, I think. The washi was in a pack of floral washi tape from Temu, and these stickers are from Temu. They're called Cat's Backyard. It's a series. I used some out of here. This is what the rest of them look like. They're fun. They all have different little cats. They have like this one's kind of a blue-gray color theme. So they all have a different kind of color theme, and I have used some out of here before, I do believe. But I can show you what the pack looks like. And normally I don't do my faith journal online, but we got a lot of stuff going on right now. My cousin Jamie, who I went to stay with 2 weeks ago, it's been 2 weeks now. Her husband went into the hospital last Monday, and we really don't know what's going on with him or how long he'll be there or anything like that. My stepdad went into the hospital, I think, Friday, and ended up on dialysis. And then Saturday, they had to put him on a vent. And then Saturday night, he passed away during the night, late that night. So we have to wait for our stepbrother to come in from Pennsylvania, who's driving in, can't fly and is driving. And he wants to be buried in the military cemetery in Houston, which means we have to work around their schedule for burial and all that. And it's just a lot, and I feel bad for my mom. We don't have the greatest relationship at all, but there are reasons for that. But it's hard for me right now to not put myself in her shoes and think about her being there by herself at their house and stuff. I can't be there right now. I can't get there, Jack has to work. He's using our car. I can't drive myself. Shannon could take off and take me, but he drives a pollution unit for work, so he can't drive me in that. And Jack needs the car for work. So I'm kind of stuck here right now and just thinking all the thoughts and that kind of stuff. So I thought, you know what? I might as well do my process here, at least the setup process, and then talk a little bit about what I do. So if I seem lost, forgive me. I'm sorry. my mom is only 17 years older than I am, and so seeing her go through this makes my own reality feel a little closer, if that makes any sense, without being morbid and all that. It just is a little bit scary. I know that Wayne did not live the healthiest lifestyle. I realized that he had a lot of health strikes against him through the years, and has had heart trouble and stuff like that. But then decided at almost 80 years old he wanted to lose some weight, and found a doctor who would prescribe weight loss shots for him. He took them for 3 weeks before he got very sick. And when I say deathly ill, I'm not exaggerating, he got very sick. Ended up at the hospital severely dehydrated. Then his kidneys went into failure. Then he ended up on a vent. I'm not saying it's because of the shots. I'm just saying that you need to be careful about who you're getting them from, and make sure you're being closely monitored, because there's a danger involved with it, I can't stop thinking about that, and thinking about how many other people have been through that same scenario. How many other people have buried a loved one unnecessarily for whatever different reason. But this is especially upsetting because I see the ads on Facebook that pop up. You do a telephone doctor visit and get a prescription and they ship it to you in the mail. Really? Really? I'm at my doctor every 3 months. I go to one every 3 months for my anti-anxiety and antidepressants. I go to the other one every 3 months and have lab work done for my thyroid, because those medicines have to be monitored. They have to be monitored, and I think that I don't know. Anyway, off of that, I picked this washi tape because I felt like the flowers had a little bit of an orangey kind of look to them. I don't know if you can see it without the glare. They have kind of a peachy little orange look to them and some yellow flowers. And so I wanted to use a yellow washi tape, and I found this, and it has kind of little orangey little flowers on it. And I have really been enjoying, let's think about this. I've been enjoying writing in this direction. So let's see if I want to continue that. I think I'm going to go back this way with it and put half the fence or a part of the fence here with a cat and a big part of the fence over there. Anyway, I'm just a little bit off today, or I should say a little bit more off than usual, because I'm sure there are people who watch me who think, my God, how could she say that? She's always a little bit off. Yeah, well, walk in my shoes, and you can criticize whether I'm off and how off I might be. That's all I'm going to say about that. You haven't lived my life. I'm a survivor, not a survivor of things that I chose to do that were harmful to me in lots of ways. I'm a survivor of things other people did to me that were not my choice. And I still struggle with those things. I carry those things. I'll carry those things with me in my mind until the day I die, because that's just how it works. Anyway, I don't know I don't know where I'm going with this. I don't know where my other piece of sticker paper went. Did I already throw that one away? Maybe I did. I don't know. But my headphones are stuck. I use my headphones when Shannon's home on his computer, so we both wear our headphones and we're not disturbing each other. We look like a bunch of nerds around here. Okay, so I start over here on this page and I write a page of scripture. And then I come over here and do a half page or so from a devotional book that I use back here. And then I do writing about gratitude, or I write a prayer down there. But I want to do a flip through of this. It's so pretty, y'all. And when I started, I wish I had been thinking right when I started, but you know what, I started and that's all that really matters, and it's mine. So, you know, I did my first page here. I probably should have started it there so I could have a facing second page instead of a second page on the back, but that's okay too. Live and learn, right? But it's just one of the most peaceful books that I do, and I look forward to it every morning, getting my coffee, sitting down, getting into my Bible and doing my writing. And everything you see here, y'all, I'm not an ambassador for Temu. I don't get any kind of a discount or anything like that when I talk about them, but it's just to talk about how inexpensively you can do this. You don't need $40 packs of stickers and $40 packs of washi tape and all that. You can do this. If you're not comfortable shopping with Temu, go to Dollar Tree. I've heard that some of their stuff is going up from $1.25 to $1.50. I don't know exactly what is and what isn't, but they still have washi almost every time I go. It's not the biggest selection, but they have it, and they have stickers, and you can use the stickers like the over by the greeting cards and thank you cards. They have those packs of stickers that are kind of seasonal like, or generic like roses and things like that. Or they have more what I call scrapbooky type stickers, where it might be 12 on a card for $1.25 or $1.50, whatever. You can cut pictures out of magazines and glue in here. You don't need washi tape. You know, they're just things you don't need to be able to do this. I love how that turned out. I think it just turned out so pretty. Now, the week when I was gone and I committed to the one washi, one pen thing, it's a little bright. Now, I did this one with the fountain pens because I had to. It was so pretty. I had to use it somewhere, so I used it in here. These are from a sticker pack from Temu in one of the little tin cans. This one I tried. I mean, it's not my favorite. This is from a roll of washi stickers with the little lamp and the coffee and stuff. This is cut from the other side of that, or from somewhere on that. Okay, these were 2 stickers, and I cut parts off and did that with it. I made this peaceful little retreat. This is Enjoy Life. And just mix and match. I know for a fact that this is from a pack of pens from Temu. The pink. These are from Temu pens. Almost all of these are. If it's ballpoint, it's my Bic crystal pens. If it's from one of the other pens, I either got them from Temu or Amazon or TJ Maxx. This is not as peaceful looking to me, I think because it's bright orange and I have so many days in a row, but that's when I did the one pen, one washi, one highlighter challenge. And I managed it, y'all. I managed to do it. I did it. there you go. That was fun, but I'm glad to be back home with all my goodies. I use one of my hippie washes on here, like the Peace and Happiness. And this bird, this dove reminds me of the Partridge Family van, the bus. Like this one, turned out really pretty. This one I dug way back into some of the first Temu stickers that I ever ordered, and they were these strawberries. They were in a little tiny box, and I thought, how in the world can they fit? Well, they fit. Like, that box was the size of this little square right here. And it had squares like that. It had some circles, and it had strawberries and strawberry plants and stuff. Some sliced ones. I dipped into my gnome stickers. I haven't used any of those. This was the first time I used them, and I thought the washi worked well because of the flowers. You got flowers and butterflies here, and that blue background kind of matches their hat. So I thought that was a good choice there. That was July 4th. I just thought it was so pretty. I don't know what this plant is, but I secretly want one. If it makes pods that have purple inside of them, I want one. It's not a mimosa tree, I know that. This was that yesterday? I don't even know, y'all. My days are starting to run together. I thought it turned out pretty with the dark strawberries and these dark blooms. And then that was yesterday. We did a bright one yesterday. And this will be for today. And I think that I will use, let's see. This pen makes me laugh because it was in a pack of Write-Tech pens from Amazon. And they're described as vacation colors. I thought that was funny. Vacation color pens. I might look at this green and that green. Yellows don't tend to show up really well. Sometimes they give you a gold color, which is good. Works a little better. Let me see here. Let me see here what I want to do. Get a little pad of Post-its out of here, and let's do some pen swatches and see what will work. Okay. This is the darker green one on here. I don't want to pull out the felt tips. I just want to use one of these. That can work. I think this is going to be the one. I think this one is too light. Yep, that's too light. And I think that's more of a lime. Looks like key lime pie. Ooh. I think I'm going to use that darker one. Yeah, I'm going to use the darker one. So I have all my pretties in here right now. Those two sets of pens, these vacation color Write-Tech pens I have in here. And then I have these pens that Mel sent me, the Brunzil pens from Holland. These highlighters, they're the kind of a gel type. They're good for just doing dots. Like, as I accomplish a task, I can just do a dot with it, and they're kind of good with these. I have a set of the Temu Not Mild liners. The Temu, whatever you want to call them, that are the same, kind of the same type colors. These are not the neons, these are just the pale, like watercolor looking ones. And then those Lottie Dottie, yeah, the Lottie Dottie pens that I got from TJ Maxx. Let's see. That's not a Lottie Dottie pen. This Lottie Dottie set that I got from TJ Maxx. And I believe all of these are the vacation color pens. No, this is another Lottie Dottie. And then these are the vacation color pens. So I like these together. All of these don't show up well on white paper. And this is a pen that I won from Twin Scripts that has a dark red look. Like a dark rose color. But I have those here in a little coffee cup that Rachel gave me, the little Valentine's cup that she gave me with the conversation hearts on it, because it makes me happy. And I think about my girl often. She's scheduled for another surgery this week. No, not this week. The 24th. Not this week. That's not this week. I'm ahead of myself. Anyway, so I'm going to start this. Every day after I finish writing, I write at the top of the page where I stopped. I know I stopped at chapter 61, verse 6. So I can flip back to chapter 61, verse 6. And I'll start there today. And I'll just write until the page gets full. Sometimes I may be reading and writing and something occurs to me and I start to ramble a little bit. And that's okay, because this is my very personal place. Well, a lot of my journals, not all of them, but some of my journals are personal. This is one of them. The mood tracker can be personal. And then I haven't written it in a while because I've been doing really good, but I have one that I call the Burn Book. It's a small traveler style notebook. And when I need to rant, I can rant in that. When that little book gets full, I burn the whole book. So that's one way to deal with negative feelings and stuff like that. I just burn the book. Anyway, so I do this. Then I go into this book that has got a really cool book in it, 365 self-discovery journal prompts. And I've been keeping up. When did I start this book? Let me see when I started this. Started it January 1st, and I am on number 193. So we're 193 days into the year. I write the question down, and then I write my answer, you know, a paragraph or two if it takes that much. And the reason I put the questions in here with it is so that I can keep this and pass this book along to somebody else, because I think it's such a really cool thing. So I do those two, and then I go in here in this Patricia Nash cover to do the mood tracking that I set up yesterday. I'll track my moods and feelings here and write a little bit about, like, you know, on Monday, everybody's at work. It's a nice quiet day. And then I get over here and I can write in more detail about maybe why I think I'm feeling the way I am. If I had a medication change, if I didn't sleep good, if I slept way too much. And so I consider all of these books a part of my mental health and a part of healing. These books, these three books right here, are as big a part of my medical treatment as any medication is, I think. And it's one of the reasons I do the channel, because I believe in the healing power of writing, and I want to share that with other people who suffer through PTSD, CPTSD, depression, anxiety, dissociative disorder, and all the things. You know, writing about how your body feels inside and out, writing about your environment. Like, sit at my desk and go, oh my God, my desk is so cluttered, it's making me crazy. I want to sweep it all off and start over. Or, you know, I have a load of laundry I need to be doing, but I just want to sit here and zone out. Or just whatever, I'm feeling really energetic today. I think that is important for us to be able to make connections between our surroundings and our feelings, our thoughts and our feelings, and the people around us and our feelings. Because sometimes those things are sucking the joy out of you, and if you can identify them, you can eliminate them, and then guess what? Here comes back your joy, if that makes any sense. Anyway, I'm going to let y'all go. Like I said, I'll probably be on here several times just because there's so much going on and I feel like I need to talk. I hope y'all are having a great Monday. Everybody go out and be safe. I know it's back to work after a long weekend, so people are grumpy. Try to make somebody smile and be nice to each other. I love you guys, and I appreciate y'all, and I hope you will come back. Bye.